the board classified this land as being eligible for a PRD. That required a conditional use hearing. We went through that process, and they received conditional use approval to develop this property as a PRD. As part of that process, they submit a preliminary master plan, and that was also approved. And under our zoning ordinance, the next step is for them to present a final master plan for approval, and once that happens, they then go into the land development approvals that Jamie referred to. If the preliminary plan that was approved has substantial changes and labeled a revised master plan, and under our ordinance, the board should have a public hearing to consider the substantial changes from the preliminary plan I looked at to now the final revised master plan that's being approved. That's the last process of capping out on the PRD process before they go into land development. And Jamie and I talked extensively about this, and my concern is when there's a revision, is the density increasing? Are the road metrics changing? Are entrances changing? Are setbacks changing at all so that neighboring properties, could be impacted and have a right to be heard? Are they now asking for waivers? Because that's a big issue in PRDs, is waiver of grading, waiver of setback, waiver of slopes, waiver of how the stormwater ponds are going to be installed. NBR is not asking for any waivers, which is the key thing for me. So that's why Jamie and I both have concluded these are minimal changes, and they are consistent with the preliminary master plan that you approved months and months ago, so that there's no need to have a public hearing, and it's ripe for decision.
Okay, with that said, any board have questions or comments for Jamie, the engineer, from KDH or Gary? So it's my assumption that both Jamie and Gary, your recommendation is this is fine for approval?
Yes,
Okay.
that's my position. Jamie, is that yours?
Yeah, I think the plan is actually better than the